What are they asking? What are they asking about? What's their concern with you going into that seat? And what are the issues that face Wayne County and its district voters? What's their concerns?
The themes seem to be consistent across the district, Bob, and that is education and economic development. What are we going to do is, I campaigned on early on in the primary about giving teachers the opportunity to teach. That's something they really don't have an opportunity to do these days in the classroom because of all the paperwork and the bureaucracy that goes with it. I think it's important that we continue to work on that, and that's what we hear consistently across the state or across the district is the education and economic development. What are we going to do? How do we grow our communities? We've got great opportunities out there. We've got great people. We've got great assets. And at the end, we got resources. We got land. We got water. And how do we use those? How do we use those responsibly and environmentally in a sensitive way that we continue to grow our communities? And it's the one thing that as we look forward and look back that we see communities doing. I was down in Brantley County 2 weeks ago for a ribbon cutting of the reopening of the pellet plant. That pellet plant had been shut down for some time, and Fram came in and said, you know what, you've got a great asset here, you've got great people, you've got great resources, let's open this thing back up and continue moving forward. So those are the two main issues that we continue to hear about day in and day out.
Which means economic development. When you hear that theme from our county commissioners, Wayne County's got to grow, so how do we grow here in Wayne County?
Well, we've got great leadership here in Wayne County when it comes to economic development, and Dale Keith and the folks at IDA, and I think it's one of the things we got to really sit down with our friends at the state level and say, what are we missing? We're doing a lot of great things. We have resources in people, we have resources in water, we have resources in land, trees, etc. So what is it that we're missing, and how do we continue to move forward with economic development in this community? Again, our folks have done a great job, but I think it's a question of how do we move forward from here, and what are the things that we may be missing so that we can improve upon those.
Another thing we hear about constantly is the state unfunded mandates. The state continually just dips into the pie. Local communities, the tag thing is one thing.
Right.
Is there anything, if you get elected, you can go up there and try to fight for that money to come back to the communities? How will that battle take place if you get elected?
I think it's one of those things that we get in there and we get focused on the budget and where money's going and how it's being spent and see what we can do for local communities, given those unfunded mandates that you've talked about. From time to time, unfortunately, the state does put those out there and put it on the counties to figure out how to work through it. And we know that we've had reduction in budgets and income for communities with those reduction in taxes. But it's one of those things we must take a look at and figure out how we continue to, number one, be the number one state to do business. Again, this is the 5th year in a row that Georgia's been named the number one state in the country to do business. But we also have to figure out how to provide some more money to those local communities for some of these items that we were talking about.
District 178, pretty big district. It's going to be a whirlwind tour. You're 20 days less before the election on Tuesday, November 6th. So what's your schedule between now and then? And we're already other events. And for people out there that may not be familiar with Stephen Meeks' campaign, is there a website they can go on and find out more information?
The one thing a couple things that I'll mention today, I'll be at Ballots and Barbecue. It's hosted by the Chamber of Commerce at the Coastal Appliance Technical College, I believe, at 11:30. Tomorrow I'll be at the Farmers Market from 11 to 1 there. And then next week I want to mention October 24th, Peanuts, Pines, and Politics, which will be hosted by State Representative Chad Nimmer as an event for Brian Kemp, candidate for governor. Brian will be in town along with Commissioner of Agriculture Gary Blight, Jeff Duncan, and others will be attending that event. And then I believe after that event, later today, about 2 o'clock, Brian will be coming through Wayne County for
Farmers Market for 2 o'clock that day.
For an event at the Farmers Market. So I encourage the community to really turn out and come out and support Brian in that endeavor. And let's turn out a huge crowd for Wayne County in that event.
Again, as Commissioner, will be at Chad Nimmer's event, Peanuts, Pines, and Politics, and he's endorsed you in this campaign.
Right.
So you got his support, so that's got to help. It hit the last minute, decided with business and family. So, but you jumped in this race, like I said, and we talked about that since you've been here before. So tell again that story about how you decided to get in this race and what made you decide to get in the race.
Well, I've been very fortunate in my career to both be involved in politics and private industry. And, we live, we work, and we raise our family here in Wayne County. We're one of you. We make sure that we get up every day and we get John William to school on time. And good morning, John William, as he's on his way to school. So, we live, work, and raise our family here in this community. We're part of the community. And Representative Nimmer has done an outstanding job and just been a tremendous voice for District 178, for Wayne County, for Pierce County, Appling, and Brantley throughout his tenure in the State House of Representatives. And when he announced his decision not to seek re-election, I got to thinking about it. If there's ever a right time to give back and serve the community, now's the time. So we made the decision that we would do that and jumped in there full force. And thankfully, we were successful in the primary through lots of great help of lots of great friends from across the district. And just really look forward to the general election and generating a huge turnout. We've already seen here in Wayne County. And across the district, and really getting in and being able to continue to govern as we've had for the past several administrations with Republican governors.
And we'll close it out again. People are voting early. There's to get less than 20 days, 2 more weeks of early voting after today, Monday through Friday, and then all of a sudden Tuesday, the election day will be here November 6th. We ask people all the time to come in. When people go to the polls and they see Stephen Meeks and Greg O'Driscoll, why should they select Stephen Meeks for the state representative seat?
I'm homegrown. I'm one of you. I live here. I work here. I raise my family here. I'm part of the community. I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference for our community, for the people here. We want to make sure that we keep government out of your lives, let you live your life, give you the opportunity to make a good living and when it comes to economic development and providing jobs. So at the end of the day, I hope that we will be successful. I ask you for your vote on November the 6th as we approach the general election day, or if you early voting, as Bob has mentioned, already underway. So I just thank you for the opportunity to be here. I want to be able to make a difference in this community, in this district, and I look forward to doing that.
Okay, it's always good to see you. Hopefully we'll get you in there one more time before Election Day. Like I said, you have the event today, Chamber's Quarterly Membership Luncheon, but then you said tomorrow you'll be at the Farmers Market.
I'll be at the Farmers Market tomorrow from 11 to 1, yes, sir.
So you're just there to invite people to come.
Right, just come out and say hello. Let me shake your hand and look you in the eye and ask you for your vote. We'll have some signs available. If you need one, we can pick one up there. If you have signs already, if you will, go ahead and put those out in your yard. If you can't make it by tomorrow, give me a call at 912-207-0813 and be happy to get one to you.
And is there a website for more information? I don't know.
We have a Facebook page of Mix for State House 178. I actually think it's Mix for State House is the Facebook page. You can send us a message there, and we'll get by and get you a sign. And again, I just appreciate all the great support that we've had in Wayne County across the district, and I appreciate your vote on November 6th.
Okay, Stephen, again, appreciate you coming in. Wish you the best of luck, and like I said, hopefully we'll get you in one more time between now and November 6th.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank y'all for the opportunity to come in.
All right, Stephen Meeks, our guest here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, 19 minutes after 8 o'clock. More guests coming up in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Good morning, everyone. Partly sunny skies for our Friday forecast. Temperatures today will be climbing into the upper 70s and low 80s with a very slight chance of a shower. For our Saturday, still partly cloudy. Still a few scattered showers around and still pretty warm during the afternoon, mostly mid-80s. Sunday, here's a nice treat. Sunshine, cooler temperatures and a high near 70 degrees. I'm Georgia meteorologist Laura Huckabee in the GNN Weather Center.
Amazing adventures and fantastic family fun at Popple Farms. Every Saturday and Sunday through the last Sunday in October. Explore the 10-acre corn maze. Take hay rides to the pumpkin patch. Enjoy all the farm adventures with fun activities for the young and young at heart. Experience the petting zoo. Get spooked on the haunted trail. So much to do. Find out what's happening by going online to PoppleFarms.com. Popple Farms, 1765 Hama-Popple Loop, just outside of Odom. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 20 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Friday morning. And, Bob, we got more guests here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. We got Heather. Heather Arnold from Wayne County Board of Tourism. Good morning.
We're going to be talking big buck contest.
No, we're
talking camera ready, but if we have a little bit of time, we'll go in and I'll throw in something on that. You know how that is.
We're here to talk about that.
We're here this morning to talk about the Wayne County... Yes, the photo contest for the Wayne County Board of Tourism and Wayne County Industrial Development Authority. Candy has been heading this up. She come to tourism and asked us to jump on board and sit down with us and we looked at it as a group, and of course very supportive of this project and what she's doing, because it will benefit us all. So Candy's really the one that's heading this up and can probably give us more of the detailed information. I'm here as a big supporter of the contest and the organization, so I'm going to turn it over to her and let her tell them some little detail on where we're at on it.
All right, Candy, go ahead.
Good morning. We were in a few weeks ago and we talked about this contest. We got a really good response from the public. We've given out about 15 to 20, between 15 and 20 packets, contest packets, but this is a photo contest to go out into Wayne County, find unique sites and photograph them so that the film industry, we want to photograph sites that the film industry may be interested in coming to Wayne County to shoot on location. So the contest began on September 1st. It runs through November 15th, and there is about $4,000 in prize money with the top prize of $1,500. So we've got packets available at the Chamber of Commerce and at the tourism office. You can come by and pick one up. What we want you to know is that if you are shooting a site that is not your own property, you will need to get permission from the owner, and not only to shoot the photographs, but also to negotiate with filmmakers should they ever approach the owner about shooting on their property. So it's kind of a process, but in the end, that's what will have to happen anyway. So you can't go out and shoot movies on property that you don't have permission to. So we're just trying to take care of that up front. But like I said, we've given out a lot of packets, and when the contest is over, we're going to have an event where we display all the photos that are qualified, and we've got 3 judges, independent judges from out of town, that are going to come in and judge those photographs. And at the event, we'll announce the winners and award the prize money, and we're going to invite some fun people from the film industry in Savannah to be here with us so that they can have access.
What day is that going to take place, and where's that going to take place at?
We haven't decided yet. We're still working on that. We don't know. We hadn't picked the date or the location yet. I'm waiting until a little closer to time, but we're hoping it'll be around the middle, between the beginning and the middle of December, because I'd like for these folks that do win prize money to have it for Christmas, to spend for Christmas.
So when they take the photo, where do they submit the photo to?
They submit it back to the Chamber of Commerce, and we are asking for both digital photos on the flash drive and for printed photos that we can display, so they can bring that to the Chamber, and we'll get it up to our judges.
And the deadline again for that is November
15th.
15th.
Mm-hmm.
So
By 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So still have several more weeks to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, still got
And
plenty
these
of
packets
time.
you can still pick up.
Yes.
It's not too late to
And they pick
enter.
those packets up at the chamber or at the tourism?
Chamber or tourism office there at both locations. And what this comes from, it won't. These photos will not only just be used for the film industry. The state's got ExploreGeorgia.org, which is a tourism website, which has now been launched to promote economic development on as well as tourism. And so these pictures can be used when they're submitted, and if they're selected, could be posted as Wayne County's Explore Georgia photos. Mm-hmm. Could be used for basically any of our promotion for county-wide if we wanted to do a new brochure or something. So basically we're using them instead of hiring a photographer to come out and take pictures of what our eyes see as economic development, as tourism, as just a precious jewel to this community. We're letting the community be the ones that do this and put some money out. And when Candy come to me, I was like, well, we could do this or we could do this. And then we started talking, and there's so much that you as an individual can see different as we would. We may sit there and say the swamp's our thing, or ag tourism is our thing, or natural-based tourism is our thing, or, this industry is our biggest. But there's something that the naked eye of someone else might see if it's a pecan orchard, or if it's a ball field, an old ball field somewhere or something, that may be in their eyes as the industry, as the Camera-ready community, people see different from what we see. Oh, that's a jewel right there, or this is a jewel. So that's what we're after, is just tell these people that they're out taking pictures of anything that that catches their eye. If it's a barn, if it's, I mean, I can go on and on about what, somebody else might see that we don't see as a jewel for Wayne County. But, we are getting told, it's hard to get this, it's hard to get that. But, it could be worth it in the long run for you. So that's what we're just encouraging anybody that has a hobby of just taking pictures to come by and pick up one of these packets and just take a look at the packet and see. And it doesn't have to be one that they're taking now. It could be one that they took 3 years ago that they may think is a winning photo or a gem to the community. So we're just basically here to say that this will be used throughout Wayne County in different ways other than just the camera ready and the film industry, to industry, trade and tourism, to economic development, to might be on the next chamber map, front of the cover of the next chamber map. We don't know, but these pictures will be used throughout the community. So get out there and start taking pictures.
Re-emphasize the one thing, though. Make sure if you're on somebody's you have to have permission. So emphasize that. We don't want anybody getting in trouble or getting arrested or things like that. It sounds like a great
And if you know,
promotion.
You can Google their address and give them a call and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. If you don't mind, we'll be out tomorrow. I'd like to take some pictures from your driveway or of your pecan orchards or your horse fields or your cattle or whatever. I mean, it's pretty simple, and you can explain if they want to call Candy or I to back that up. We're willing to to talk to them and let them know, yes, this is what we are doing. So it's legit.
There's a website called Q Public, and it basically, for each county, it shows the owners of every piece of property in the county. And so if somebody wanted to use that resource, they could. And also, if they are not sure how to use it, they're welcome to call me or Heather, and we can help them with that also. But another thing I wanted to point out is that this doesn't have to be a beautiful site. It could be a row of rundown houses. Like Heather said, it could be a barn, a horse field. I mean, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be beautiful. But what we're looking for is unique to Wayne County, that if a movie producer was looking for that row of rundown houses, he might not find that particular, shot anywhere else. And he go, we got to go to Wayne County. So unique is big, too. Unique and local to Wayne County is
And what was the name of that website that shows the owners of each property?
It's called Q Public.
Just Q.
QPublic.net.
QPublic.net. Okay, and it shows the owners of each piece of property. QPublic.net. Okay.
And I think if they were to use that resource and find out that information is not up to date, because it's hard to keep, constantly up to date, they could contact the tax assessor's office and they could probably help them. Or if they want to contact me, I'll be glad to follow up on it. But we're really excited about it. I think it's going to be good for Wayne County.
Yep, that's a pretty one.
That's beautiful.
Is that when it's snowing?
No.
It looks
that's at sunrise at a lake.
It looked like there was snow on the ground.
No, that's just the
yes,
sun.
I know everybody's got snow pictures.
I've got great snow pictures of the radio station out there, but how often does that happen?
I know,
once every 25 years snow here.
That's right. That's an anomaly. But anyway, we just want to encourage more people to enter this contest and get your photos in, because I think it's going to be fun.
And it's not too late.
It's not, definitely not too late.
November 15th, right?
Yeah, still got almost a month.
And any questions at all, just Wayne County Board of Tourism, WayneTourism.com.
Or
WayneTourism.com.
The Chamber.
Yeah, you can
the Chamber of Commerce.
Actually, at the Industrial Development Authority.
Okay,
you can reach me at 912-415-8080.
That's Candy Harris.
Or you can email me at charris@connectinwayne.com. Probably easier to call.
Yeah, just going by either place. Chamber IDA Tourism, they can get you all hooked up.
That's right.
And the IDA is in the same building with the Chamber, in case anybody didn't know that. So we're available.
Looking forward to seeing all these great pictures.
Yes, we are. We're excited. We just want everybody to come out and participate.
Before we close out and the season gets underway Saturday, the Big Buck Contest underway Saturday, how many entries you have into the Big Buck
Right
contest?
now, I have very few entries. I'm really kind of hoping that today is going to be as bad as yesterday afternoon was. We're up at, basically what we're doing right now is I'm hoping I'm thinking like a man and thinking, okay, today everybody's going to go and get their hunting license and register for the big buck. And with that being said, I have like mid-30s is where I'm at. Not very many at all. You know, I want to have 150 by tonight at 6 o'clock. Will that happen? I don't know. I'm hoping so. Last year we pulled it off. But I just need them to come in. I need them to come in and register to make this a success for us all. Don't procrastinate any longer. I know I already got them calling me first thing this morning before I even got here. I turn my phone off and leave it out there because they're already calling. You go in the office so we can register. Somebody go in there for register. So I said last night to myself, I said, that's what everybody's going to do. Everybody's going to wait and get their license today and register for their big buck today. Yeah. So I'm hoping so. You know, we'll see.
And they got from this Saturday.
Today.
Yeah, okay. They can hunt from this Saturday through
next Sunday.
Next Sunday. So they have 8 days to hunt.
And that's my thing. 8 days.
And you know how many hunters are going to be out there this next week hunting? And
I
if
do.
you're going to do that,
I do.
you have
I
a
really
chance to win $5,000, folks. So if you're a hunter out there,
you can enter both contests. You know, from any other, you know, just because you enter one don't mean you can't enter ours. You can do that because, like I said, 8 days. You got 8 days to bang that buck, get it in, get it scored, and then we'll have the banquet. You know, I'm getting a lot of calls. What if we're not, you know, hunters, but we just want to come to the banquet? You can still come by and buy your standard general admission ticket, which will allow you or your date to come in or your spouse to come in. That's on November the 3rd, that Saturday night, and enjoy the banquet as an individual instead of a hunter. So, and that will be held at the farmer's market on that Saturday. So, I mean, yes, you can do that too. You can still, it's $100 a hunter. And we have plenty of applications right now. You'll have to come by my office to register because online registration, well, you can register online. I think it closes at midnight tonight. So if you're out of town.
Raffles,
yes, 10-gun raffle, and then, of course, a pile of door prizes, everything from a grunt to a cushion stand seat to feeders to climbers, tree stands, you know, everything you can only imagine. So that will be on this night of the banquet, 10-gun raffle, and of course in your package you'll get a ticket for all 3 guns, which are 3 guns in each packet. So you get a ticket for all of them, which comes to 10 guns, and then 3 scopes are on that package also, and then you will have the opportunity to get a general raffle ticket, a T-shirt, and an awesome catered meal. I mean, that's one of my biggest thing last year was the food. They thought it was phenomenal. So
can't beat it. 1 rifle package ticket, 1 shotgun package ticket, 1 handgun package ticket, 1 optics package ticket, 1 general raffle ticket, 1 T-shirt, 1 meal, 10 guns, 3 scope, numerous other door prizes we raffled off. So all for $100.
All for $100. That's what I tell people. If you can go fish a tournament and pay $100 to fish 2 days, you can pay $100 to hunt 8 days.
8 days, and
8 days to bang that big buck. That's right.
So if you're going to be out there hunting this next week for a deer, which be careful in the morning, folks, because there's going to be a lot of folks out there hunting for this next week. It makes sense to
be safe. Wear your orange vest. Do what you're supposed
to. That's right. And get a photo thing, and then go out.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's go. Right, come out the big buck. Hey, that's original, right?
Yeah, just go by Wayne County Board of Tourism, the train depot today, and pick up your application.
That's right. You can pick those. I pick both of them up at my office, and
for the photo contest.
That's
all right. Ladies, have a great weekend, and good luck today. I know it's going to be really busy for you.
Thank you.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. The time now is 8:35. Coming up in just a moment, we've got your weather forecast coming your way, and you'll have a chance to win a family 4-pack, 4 free passes to Wild Adventures Park. Stay tuned.
Smart Physical Therapy in Jesup has moved. They're now located at 360 Peachtree Street next door to Wayne Family Practice.